Learning a new skill is a lot like learning how to stand. It's not easy, and it can actually be really painful. Over these last few weeks, as Addie has learned how to stand, I've never heard her cry so much. Honestly, I've never heard her cry so much because she's usually a pretty happy baby. And she keeps trying, and she keeps going, and she keeps trying to stand up on things. She stands up on me, she stands up all over. She keeps trying to walk and discover more. And I think it's absolutely incredible because even though she falls, no matter how many times she falls, she keeps getting up. And this has really encouraged me as I learn a new talent. Because it reminds me that a new talent, a new skill, isn't supposed to just come to us. We're not supposed to try tennis one time and all of a sudden be the best. Just like Addie can't expect to try standing one time and all of a sudden be able to walk. No, it takes falling down. And I thought in my life, how many things have I actually fallen down for? How many things have I wanted so much I'm willing to get hurt for over and over and over again? And I thought about it, and it's actually very few. I know I decided to run a marathon. I'd say that'd be a good example of falling down over and over, of getting injured, trying again, and just keeping going. But then I thought of more of the things that was really cute. And then I thought about more of the things that I've worked for. And I've tried hard for a lot of things, but how many things have I actually been willing to sacrifice that much for? To do it even if it's challenging. And I want to ask you the same thing. How many things have you strived for? How many things have you gotten to the point where it starts hurting, where it's not easy, and turned back saying, that wasn't for me? Or it just wasn't the right timing. Kind of like, a baby, as they start walking, they start falling, and what if they said, I'm not gonna learn how to walk? This whole walking thing, it's just not for me. But they keep going. How could you keep going? I like to put myself to the $1 million test. And that is, if someone were to come to you right now and say, Sarah, or I'll put my name in there, Madeline, I have $1 million. If you can do blank by next week, or if you can do blank by today, you can have $1 million. If I can still achieve it, if I could say, yes, for $1 million, I could do this. Yes, for $1 million, I could finish that chapter in my book. Yes, for $1 million, I could exercise 5 times a week. I know that the reason behind not doing it is just an excuse. It's just fear, it's just laziness, it's just life getting in the way. For $1 million, could you do it? Could you try again? Could you fall down even if it hurts, like a baby learning to walk? It will take time to get to where you want to go, to create the life you want to live, but you can do it. I know you can. You've already accomplished so much. You've learned how to walk. You've learned how to fall and get back up again. This isn't something that you have to try for the first time. This is something you've already mastered. You just have to remember it. Yeah, you just have to remember it. I know you can do this. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment underneath. I'd love to hear your comments along these lines. And it's always amazing to me to see what people can get up from. And I'm not going to say it's easy. Learning to walk isn't easy. Learning a new skill, learning a new mastery, changing a career isn't easy, but it is worth it. You can't live your whole life wishing, if only I could have. Because today's the day. Now go out there and start exceeding your Everest.